Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to this dose of celestial goodness. As always, thank you for joining me in this space and on this journey. How are you? Really? How are you? What word came to mind when I asked that question? I want you to put your hand over your heart and just feel the vibration from your most powerful organ. Let out a sigh, unclench your jaw, roll your neck gently from side to side, and allow whatever tension you might be holding on to the opportunity to melt away from your body. And now I will ask you again, how are you? I hope that you're well, and if the answer is no, then I'm definitely sending you a burst of love and hope that things turn around. Love and hope have had it hard lately. I mean, the whole world, right? The world has had a very rough go. And I know that thoughts and prayers are not enough for what is happening. We do need action, we need change. But love and hope are still very much part of the equation. The energetic vibration of love matters even more than ever, I would say. Without it, the energy of fear rules supreme. Without the vibration of love, without love, we lose our compassion, our empathy, our ability to care deeply for ourselves, for others, and for the very planet on which we live. We also expend energy on things that ultimately create more stress in our life, more damage, more harm. So my most important message really has to be how we should take action to care about the things that matter to us. But not just that, we should also be mindful about our thoughts, our mental and emotional health, and we should never give up on love. And it has certainly been a while since we're here in this space together. The sacred space that is celestial goodness. I actually hold this space for anyone who is reading or watching or listening, that this moment infuses you with some very positive vibes and an extra dose of love for whatever it is that you're facing or feeling. The last time I posted, I had no intention of letting a long stretch of time pass between posts, but I was also simultaneously running on all cylinders and feeling a growing level of exhaustion within myself. Now, I absolutely love to live life to the fullest, and for me, that does mean being out and having memorable experiences, engaging with life and with people. I also enjoy the feeling of working and creating, and that can lead to some workaholicness, admittedly. With all of that, maintaining my personal relationships, keeping up with hobbies, and trying to stay sane in a world that is seemingly intent on bombarding us with a lot of tragedy. It was a lot. And I also feel an internal shifting on a micro level that may have something to do. This is a big birthday year for me, so I think I'm feeling it. So what gets sacrificed, right, when everything happens all at once? In my case, it's my creative energy. I feel disconnected from myself, from the divine, and, I really had enough energy just to get the essentials done. That is surviving versus thriving. That is also being reactive to life instead of proactive about life. We want to thrive. We want rest. We want an abundant amount of creative energy. We want prosperity. We want to enjoy each morsel of life. But we also want to have a stable foundation for all of that. And I knew that for what I was feeling, that I needed more than just a good night's sleep. I needed deep rest, a sprinkle of adventure, and to go outside of my daily routines. So my own rejuvenation came in the form of a trip with my friend Stephanie to Greece. We had many reasons for going to Greece this year, and I may talk about that at a later time. But that's all just to say that you don't actually need to leave your home to carve out some serenity in your life. And if you can take a moment, if you can even step outside of the daily routine just for one moment, you should. So, getting to Greece saw the levels of obstacles that would make two type A control freaks very mad and very upset. And yet we managed. We were rewarded, though, with days on azure beaches, bougainvillea, a plant that I now know about and love, covered homes, jasmine-scented pathways, and an endless supply of Aperol spritz and Campari, Negronis. Mostly, I had time without my normal responsibilities. I had time to sleep and nap, and a lot of time to float in the sea. The sea is probably my favorite place, so I felt a tranquility that I hadn't felt in a long time. When I came home recently, and partially due to jet lag, I've been going to bed so early and just sleeping for hours. So I actually woke up today and I could feel the effect of rest in my spirit. I also felt my inspiration coming back to me. The body can actually feel these things, and so can the soul. So when I ask, how are you doing? How are you coping? How are you rebelling against just surviving? How are you feeling joy? How are you grieving? Balancing? How are you coping with having so many questions, right? And just not enough answers. I'm also hoping that you're finding ways to carve out some serenity so that you can thrive. Of course, it's always easier to say this than to do it, but I've found that even a few minutes looking through the window, gazing through the window rather, taking a walk in nature, just being out in nature, a few moments of really deep breathing and centering ourselves can help to gain clarity and to feel more centered. Of course, it's not going to help figure out every problem in life or all the things that you may have on your mind, but those little moments that we take to tend to our spirit actually become big moments, and they do have an outward impact. Our peace and our love, in fact, do ripple out to all of humanity. We also need energy, action, advocacy, being agents of change. Those all require energy. So, as I've done in this space before, we're going to take a brief reprieve from everything. I want you to get in a comfortable space or position and just close your eyes and take a very deep but comfortable breath. Take another. And really just be aware of how you're breathing. And really just let yourself savor the stillness. You can almost feel it almost immediately. There's nothing pressing that needs to be done. There's no demand on your time beyond this moment. You can feel your heart beating. You can feel your breath. And that is all that is required of you in this moment. To just inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you just repeat that. And you be aware of how you're breathing. Are you breathing deeply or shallow breaths? How powerfully can you feel your senses in this moment? How powerfully does your heart beat? You have the strength, the resilience, the fortitude for life. You can feel gratitude in this moment, knowing that you can close your eyes at any moment and there's a space where you can find peace and serenity anywhere. You can find hope, you can find tranquility, and you can find love. Breathe in, breathe out, and gently, ever so gently, open your eyes. Know that you can return here at any moment. And I do hope that you feel like a burst of peacefulness wash over you. So, over the coming months, the space may actually transform. I'm thinking of doing more content, maybe smaller but more frequent pieces. And two of my friends, shout out to Jess and Camilla, are trying to help their tech challenged friend put the audio in podcast form. So if there's anything that you'd like to see, or if this content has helped you in any way, please do let me know. That helps to keep me inspired as well. And may the stars shine brightly over your week, as always, and may it be a very beautiful week indeed. Thank you.